Hi guys, this is HS1 coming to you once again with the live stream. How's everyone doing today? I think from now on we'll be doing the live streams at 7 on Sunday, if that's okay with everybody, by Canadian Toronto time. And yeah, man, we hit 80,000 subs, 85K actually. If you guys have any stories that you would like to share, we're back to our old. I'm back in my house, but not really back at the old setup because my parents are out of town right now. So I am actually in the living room. I can actually do it, the show in the living room. And yeah, there's a few people that have stories. If you guys watch my video today, I talked about if you have any stories, send me an early email, and you get first priority to come into my stream. But let's wait for those people to come in. I didn't tell them a concrete time yet. If you are watching, just hang in there for a bit. Scary stories are coming soon. And yeah, I'm just going to check out what you guys have to say in the comments and answer some questions first, actually. If you guys are watching this afterwards, skip to the part where they actually have stories if you want. It will be in a little while kind of thing. If you guys have any questions for me, here is the time to ask. And then yeah, the stream most likely tonight will go until maybe 8 or 9. So, whoa, what's up?
Hi. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I was supposed to join yet, or I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. You saved the stream. I didn't know what to do next. I was in the midst of talking about like anything or something. But hey, you're back.
Yeah, sorry. This summer's been crazy. I left for 2 weeks, and then I had camp I had to work at, and it's been nuts. So
I see. So what kind of a story do you have today? I was trying to remember. Did you have a ghost story last time?
I think so. I know usually I've mentioned like a few at a time, but this one I think I just have one. And it was, I want to say, like
creepy.
Two days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like
nice.
creepy. It was 2 days ago. Okay, so
thank God I'm doing the stream today, man, and not the Friday then.
Yeah, I would have forgotten. I have really bad memory. Like the trip I went on, I had to do like a journal every single day, or else I would have forgotten like the entire trip.
So does this happen on the trip or?
Oh no, this is after I got home. So
what happened?
Basically, I was just laying in bed and I was facing away from my laptop. I was pretty tired. I was just watching like I think like YouTube reviews of like palettes or something. I don't know. It was weird. And like I just felt like extremely tired, like to the point where like I couldn't move. Mm-hmm. And so I was like curled up in like a little ball, like just chilling out. Like I was in and out of like sleep. And like my legs felt like really like heavy and like it was weird.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, when I woke up, it was like, because I do have like anxiety and stuff. And so it was like the most chill anxiety attack I have ever had. Like I was sitting there and like I was like breathing fine, like I was okay, but like inside like I was screaming and it was really weird. And then like I could move, like I think the only thing I could move was like my hands. And so I texted one of my best friends and I was like, dude, I need help. Like, what's going on? And so I texted her and she was like, try punching your leg. And like I punched my leg and like I just started like bawling. That's when I like lost it. And I like hid underneath my blankets. And then this was like where I freaking lost it also, like because it was weird. Like, okay, so I have this really nice, like it's like a t-shirt quilt. It was t-shirts from when I was little.
Yeah.
And it was made into a quilt. And I had it pulled over me. And it's pretty lightweight. And since I was curled up, there was this like pressure, like if you were to like press down on something, like airwise, and like a plastic bag, it felt like something was like trying to seal me into the like blankets. It wasn't like hands, it was just like this like area. I think it was like my thighs.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And it was just like, I just started crying, and like I didn't know if my parents were home. It was like completely dark, and like I just started like crying, and like I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, are you home?" Like it was just creepy. And when she got up here, I just like started bawling and like shaking, and for like no reason. Like I wasn't anxious about anything. Like the only thing that I think could have led up to this was like I had a therapy appointment earlier that day. I think it was like 5 hours before this, and like I had even mentioned like stuff going on in my house and like why I'm always like anxious about my house and stuff. I think that's I think that's what triggered it. And sorry, I'm like, I get like, I'm still like kind of like antsy about it. I'm like, sorry.
So you're anxious about your house, like how I'm anxious about my bathroom. All right.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like,
for me, it was because I watched a lot of those movies where the
oh
bathroom,
yeah,
fucking, it was like hell. You know?
I actually like related with that because when I was little, I used to watch horror movies with my dad, and
Yeah.
like I think The Descent messed me up. Like I went to camp, like a spend the night camp, like the day after I watched that,
Uh-huh.
it messed me up. I was, it
Yeah.
wasn't good.
So would you what kind of anxiety illness do you have? Is it something that we know?
It's
Just
it's kind of like general anxiety, and like I get and social anxiety.
okay.
So like I hate like the thing is like with it is I don't like it when people look at me like in public. It
Really?
like and like I'm really like
You can't
if I
shop.
caught this I can't like and I hate asking for help and like I'm so quiet in public because it's like I don't want to cause anything. I don't want to cause any trouble.
But yeah, I think I have a similar, like when I go to a store and the sales comes over and it's like, do you need anything? And I'm angry inside. I'm always kind of like, no, fuck off. Like
I'm just like I stutter. I'm like, no, I'm good.
yeah,
I'm good.
I think most people don't like that when the sales comes over and it's like, hey, do you need any help? And you're just kind of like brush them off a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's what happened. So
It was.
So is this the only? No, there was other paranormal stuff that's happened to you in the past, right? I remember you coming on here before.
Yeah. Currently, like with my door, like I told my therapist I would try and like stay in my room for about an hour with my door open, and I haven't done it yet, but uh, a little scared to do it, a little bit. And I think I might try it. Maybe I'll do it before I go back to school, which is Tuesday.
Good. What kind of school? College?
High school. I'm gonna be a junior this year.
Oh wow. Okay. You're young.
Yeah. On my bowling team, they thought I was a sophomore last year, and so everyone was like, they all thought I was a junior this year, and they were like, 2 weeks before the bowling season ended, they were like talking to me about being a junior. I was like, I'm a sophomore, and they're like, excuse me, what? And so, yeah, I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, I don't want to go back.
All right. Well, thank you for your story.
Thank you so much.
You can stay on actually if you want.
Okay.
If you have any questions or anything, you can also ask. But
all right, I will mute my mic until then. So
do what you want.
All right, thanks.
All right. So I sent a link to a couple more people. They should be coming in soon. Maybe I don't like the lighting for this angle. Maybe here is better. There we go. Is that better lighting? Oh, just this bad. Okay. Now let us read some scary stories from people. So a lot of people, I realize a lot of people are very shy. So sometimes they have a story to share. They want me to share it on the stream, but they don't want to personally do it. So they send me a lot of emails, and I'm thinking of narrating these for them. This one is by someone called Dana Wright, and it is called Haunted Apartment. I live in New York State. Here is one of my true stories. Several years ago, My ex-wife and I rented an upstairs apartment from an elderly lady who lived downstairs. Her son gave us a great discount on the rent because we kept his mom company and did odd jobs for her. The old lady and her son were extremely religious. This is important later on. The house had been built in the 1890s on the edge of a small cemetery. The cemetery was ripped up in the early 1900s to make room for a public library. Rumor has it that a few of the graves were left behind. My ex and I lived in the apartment for several months before any activity started. It began to it began with footsteps in the hallway outside of our bedroom, back and forth pacing down the long hallways. We had hardwood floors, so sometimes the floorboards would creak quite loudly. I would rush out of the bedroom, baseball bat in hand, expecting a burglar or a crazy homeless person or something, but no one was ever there. This happened every night without fail. Eventually, we would just lay there in bed, frozen with fright, listening as the footsteps went back and forth. After several months, the activity took on a new behavior. The steps would now, the footsteps would now stop in front of the bedroom door, and the doorknob would slowly turn. This occurred nightly for several months, but luckily the door never did open up. One night, I woke up to use the restroom when I saw a pair of translucent legs. There was nothing above the waist, walk past our bed and straight into the wall. One night, we ended up catching several creepy voices on a digital recorder, with one saying that it was sitting on our bed with us. My ex and I moved out shortly thereafter. When we were carrying out the last of our stuff, the old lady downstairs asked us if we were moving due to the ghost. When we were silent, not knowing how to respond, she told us that her family had been upstairs in the past to perform some sort of makeshift exorcism. They had read Bible verses in all of the rooms. Obviously, it had not worked, though. I still wonder to this day if this ghostly activity was related to the old cemetery that had once been near the house. I wonder if it's the disturbed graves had caused unrest in the spirits, unrest that has lasted for a century. I sincerely wish these spirits peace and serenity. All right, thank you, bro. So that was a true haunted story from New York State. Actually, just made a video on that, man. I should have read that earlier. I would have been able to incorporate that in my video. But thank you nonetheless to Dana. Okay, man. So, okay, we have a few other people here. If you guys can mute yourselves, I think Flo came in first. So Flo, you sent me an email. Hi, hi, hi. So if you can unmute your microphone.
Hello.
Hey, hi. How old are you and where are you from?
I'm 22 and I'm from Chile.
Chile. Holy Jesus. First person to ever call from that part of the world. Chile.
Yeah.
What time is it over there right now?
It's 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
7 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is exactly the same as Canada.
Oh.
Yeah. It's 7 p.m., right? 7:14 to be exact.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Don't be. There's no one listening to this, but people will listen after on the web. So how long have you been watching my videos? Man, it's great to meet people from around the world.
I think I've been watching you for at least 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, thank you
really
so
like
much. Do you watch?
And I love.
Proceed.
What?
No, I was like, do you watch these live streams a lot? Like, do you know how it's run and stuff?
Yeah, I try to watch them. I always end up watching them afterwards because I never get the timing right. I never get to see you live. Now this is the first time.
Yeah, the thing is, for the past couple of months, my timing hasn't really off, so I never had a set schedule. But hopefully from now on, Sunday at 7 p.m. Canadian time would be a good time to always do it. So what kind of story do you have? Is it paranormal?
Yeah, I think so. It's about my house, obviously.
All right. Haunted.
My house, no, it's not haunted. It's actually a pretty new house. I don't understand the things that have been happening over the years because of this. I'm a very accepting person. Like, I don't really believe. Yeah. I don't really believe in these paranormal things. I think they're entertaining, but I always try to go on them with a grain of salt.
Yeah, nice.
And when I was like 10 years old, there's always things happening, strange things, but nothing major. The most creepy thing, the creepiest thing I've ever experienced was that one day I was in my room when I was 10 years old, 11, something like that.
Right.
And reading at night. And from my closet door, there was this scratching noise, like from inside, coming out. And I thought it was my cat because I had a cat back then. And I just figured the cat had somehow slipped into the closet and was trapped there. So I got up, opened it, the scratching always continuing, and there was nothing there. So I got really scared and rushed to my mother's room to tell her that this had happened. And we went back to my room and she checked my closet out, and she said, "Well, Flo, there's nothing here, so you probably were dreaming." And I wasn't. I was very awake at the time, and she left. And I was like, well, okay, nothing happened. Probably was, I don't know, a mouse, something like that. And as soon as she left, the scratching continued. It started again, and it continued all the night. And I got up several times to open my closet, check what was happening inside, see if there was anything, some sort of animal or anything. And there was nothing there. And I probably got up 3 times during the night just to see if there was anything. And I did. What? I'm sorry. Your audio cut off. Your audio is off. I don't listen. I don't hear you. No. I don't hear you.
Could it have been the pipes?
No, it couldn't have been. The pipes are way off my room. Right. Like, there's no way. It was a scratching noise, like, did you hear that?
Yes.
It was very strange, and it freaked me out. I didn't sleep at all that night. But it never happened again, ever. And I've never found an explanation for it. That's it.
Have you thought it could have been rats, or is there more stuff that's happened in your house that is?
Yes, I thought it was probably a rat, but how did I get up and never find the rat, and why did it continue when I closed the closet?
Okay.
I thought it could be an animal. I really did, but there's been other stuff going on over the years.
In your house?
Like, yeah, in my house. Like, you wonder, like, what's going on? Here in Chile, we have maids. Lots of families have maids.
Yeah.
And I've had 2 maids quit because they say they keep dreaming about this man with a hat in my kitchen, terrorizing them, and it's like, what is going on? And other stuff, small stuff, but there's always things going on, and I don't understand why. We built this house. We are the first people to live here. There's no reason for it to be haunted, so I don't know what's up.
It could be the land it was on. A lot of people, they say they build stuff on native burial grounds.
Yeah.
So has all this activity caused you to believe more in the paranormal, or do you still see it as an entertaining thing?
No, I think it's just entertaining. I think it would be, I need something really big, like I need to see a ghost dancing in front of me to actually believe in it, like think it's not just something strange.
Okay.
And about what you said about the land, I've researched the story of the land, and the only strange thing that has ever happened was a guy that hung himself in
Where?
a tree nearby. But that's it. And it wasn't so much it wasn't too long ago. It was like 20 years before we came to live here.
So but he didn't live on the land. He basically just went to that tree and committed suicide.
Apparently, he was drunk one night and left his house and went to the garden and just hung himself. And
was he wearing a hat?
I don't know. I don't know if he was wearing a hat. It could be something, but I have no idea. That story was relayed to me by my grandmother, who was the woman who found him. So
wow.
But that's the only strange thing that has ever happened.
That's a horrifying sight, eh? You just walk out and you see that hang on. Is that common in Chile, the suicide and stuff like that? Because this sounds a lot like Japan's suicide force, like to be honest.
Yeah. No, it's not really common. People in Chile don't really kill themselves, but no, you don't hear that. I mean, they do, like in any country, but it's not like a problem.
Right. Okay, well, thank you so much for today, Flo. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
If you don't have anything to do, you can stay in the chat. You can stay here if you want. I don't have a lot of people yet. Not at the moment, so yep.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, bye-bye.
We have Just Call Me Wolfie was here for a while. She said she was doing something, and then she said, give her a minute. But are you ready now, my friend?
I'm not ready.
Whoa. You like vacuuming back there or some shit?
No.
No, okay. How old are you and where are you from, Wolfie?
I am 17 and I'm from Hawaii.
Oh, nice, dude. What time is it over there?
It's 1:23 p.m. currently.
Okay, so totally different time zone. So, have you been to Guam Island?
No.
It's because I heard because I've been there and people say it's extremely similar to Hawaii. There's a lot of Japanese people in Hawaii, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of Japanese influence.
Yeah, I mean, are you Japanese or?
No.
You are white.
Yeah, I'm not born from Hawaii. I'm from the mainland.
Okay, cool. So what kind of a story do you have for us today, Ben? Is it in Hawaii ghost stories?
No, I'm actually not completely ready yet, so give me a few more minutes, please.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, she has to get her story together. Probably this is good. This is actually really good. What Wolfie is doing, organizing the story. So when you come on, you get to the point, and then it's an entertaining story for everybody. Thank you for putting so much work into it.
Yeah.
So we will have our other speakers go before then. We have KK. All right, KK Kooky Sings is here.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Yeah.
Wow, you're really quiet there. I gotta turn up your mic.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, do you mind to come just a little closer to the microphone, please?
Is this good?
This is perfect. Well, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 15 and I'm from Illinois.
Illinois. Okay, cool. I was gonna ask what time is it over there, but it's probably a different time zone.
Yeah, it's like 6:24.
Okay, just a little bit. So what kind of a story do you have?
I actually have a few Djinn stories.
Djinn? Oh shit, dude. I was gonna make that video, but it's so hard finding those kinds of stories. Thank God we found you. What kind of story do you have?
I have some time, yeah. Well, cause my family is pretty religious, so and cause we're Muslim and we believe in like the existence of jinns and stuff. So
Nice.
So this actually this first story happened when I was way younger. I was like 4 at the time probably, and this happened in my cousin's house and my cousin's neighborhood. They were built it was built on top of a graveyard. So and once we were playing in my cousin's basement, and at the time my grandma, she was paralyzed, so she had like her wheelchair and she was in bed, and then we were in the basement, and then suddenly from the corner, like the wheelchair just started moving towards us, and so I was young. We were young at the time, so we didn't think much about it until when my older cousins came in, and he's like, oh no, oh my gosh, get out of here and stuff and all that.
So you guys watch that wheelchair like move around on its own, and you guys are just like, that happens.
We were really young.
Yeah. And then your cousin walked, and he's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a Djinn.
And then like I was probably like the youngest at the time, so I had no
How
idea
old
what was
were
going
you
on.
when this happened?
4.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just sitting there, like, cause I just saw like everyone just like my cousin's like go upstairs, like to everyone, right? And I'm just like what? And he just carried me upstairs, and he told my aunt, and my aunt she's like don't go in at this time and all that stuff. And I'm like okay then.
So has your aunt experienced similar things in the past? Is that why she was like that?
Yeah, actually, like, cause both my parents, they're from Pakistan, and the house that they used to live in, like, it was like there were like jinns like almost everywhere in that house, according to them.
What constitutes as a Djinn? Because I'm trying to find information, and there seems to be a huge, like, a very broad definition. Can you just tell us what it is?
Well, according to my knowledge, jinns are like they're similar to demons, technically, and they're made from smokeless fire, and and that's technically all much. Oh my god, my phone keeps vibrating. And that's really like. It's a pretty broad topic. I mean, people have so many different beliefs based on jinns, and
Because when you say, you know, your parents were saying there was jinns everywhere they were and stuff like that, it makes me think, like, could they actually physically see these jinns everywhere they were, or was it just like a feeling they had?
Oh no, it's technically like a feeling they had. They can't really see it, like they can't really see jinns. But then that contradicts my uncle's story, because my uncle, my mom's side of the family, like they used to live in Saudi Arabia, and my uncle, he was walking, he had to get something by like the house gates, and once he looked up at the tree, he saw something, a figure. It was broad daylight, and some like a black figure on top of the tree, and like. And he described it like the black figure had a horrifying face, all that, and he just ran inside the house crying, and like my uncle came to see what it was, and it was gone, and it was like I don't know, and there's like yeah.
So what I get about these jinns is that they're kind of like ghosts or dark angels, or is it similar to that? Is it something like that, or are they a different entity from ghosts? Is it just a ghost of your culture? You know what I'm saying?
It's not really a ghost. I mean, they don't come from any dead being. They
come from smoke, you said.
Yeah, smokeless fire.
So how do you I read it online, like you can make one of these things. You gotta like sit in a dark room for like 300 days. You gotta like shut all the windows. Is this something similar to that? You can make one, right? It's like a homunculus. You can make it or something.
I never really heard of someone actually making a djinn, because it's pretty much impossible. I know you can summon a djinn. That's all, like, cause I actually like know someone who was supposedly possessed by a djinn.
Yeah.
My friend's big sister, and yeah, cause like according to my knowledge, like djinns, they're almost very similar to demons, technically.
Probably. I was thinking the same, like similar kind of idea, right? But just different cultures, so probably a different name for the same thing, maybe.
Yeah, a lot like that.
So have you seen a djinn yourself, or is it all from other people? It feels like you have seen. I don't know why. Just me guessing.
Kinda, yes.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Okay. So usually in culture-wise and religious-wise, you're not supposed to be out, like girls, they're not supposed to be outside of the house, like after sunset. Their hair isn't supposed to be open because that attracts jinns and stuff. Well, I was with my friends, and we were like at this restaurant, not restaurant, like this fast food diner or something. And we were walking home, and suddenly, and it was getting really dark. So we were walking to her house, and suddenly, by this fire extinguisher, me and my friends saw this dark figure, and we're just like, "What? What's going on? What?" And then we're like looking down, right, trying to avoid it, and the next thing we look up, and it's like gone, and it was like, I mean, we just like ran home from there. And this happened last year, and and I don't know, I just remember, we were like terrified that day, and then we're just like, yeah, we're not leaving this house until your parents come. And
Is there
yeah.
any reason why you thought it was like a djinn instead of another kind of entity? I mean, do they have a specific sound that they make that caused you guys to think that it was a djinn?
Well,
Like, do they have like a voice, a specific like?
cause we believe that jinns, they're they're shapeshifters, so like they take on any shape and stuff. So like when we saw, like it was a figure of like a man or something. So, and then once we looked up, and it like shaped, like it just disappeared all of a sudden, we immediately thought it was a djinn. Like maybe it just turned into something else. I don't know.
Yo, do these djinns like grant wishes?
No.
Because I keep thinking about the djinn and like the similarities. I mean, is there any? Like they don't grant wishes? No.
Wait, you're like you cut off for a sec. I'm sorry.
Do they grant wishes?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking about, the genies and stuff like that. I mean, why else would someone want to summon one? I heard they do deeds for people.
That's what I heard too. I never like encountered any stories about it.
Right.
But like I only heard stories from my friends and stuff of them or their family members encountering one.
Right.
Like, cause there's this one story, like my friend told me, like about her uncle in Pakistan. Like, cause usually some people they don't really have like a roof, so people sometimes like sleep on the roof and stuff. So like her uncle was on the roof, and suddenly like something was pulling his blanket, and he was technically playing tug of war with this djinn or something. And the uncle got so mad, and he's like, take the blanket, all that stuff. And then the djinn is just like drops it, and then it's just gone. I like, cause our family is cause culturally, or Islamically, jinns are technically like a big deal sometimes. So when it comes to supernatural beings and stuff, like the first thing that we usually think of is jinns. So yeah.
Yeah, I heard they can do shit for people too. You can get them to like kill your enemies or some shit. That's pretty cool. That's what I heard. Don't take me.
That's what I heard too. I never really heard stories.
I've been validated. Anyways, thank you so much for your story.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
People in the chat are like, why is it all chicks in here? I don't know why either, dude. I'm not a chick.
Because we're interesting when it comes to stories.
For sure. So we have a couple more people. I think Ukami. Ukami came in before. So Ukami and then Lily, okay? Ukami. Ukami's Japanese name. I don't know if she's from Japan. If she is from Japan.
What? No, I'm not from Japan.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Alaska.
Oh, wow. Cool. What time is it over there, man?
It is 3:35 p.m.
Jesus. So what kind of a story do you have for us today? And how old are you? Sorry.
I'm 25, and I have a ghost story.
Nice. Okay, let's hear it.
So when I was small, we lived in this really, really tiny ass house.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a size of a average hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. So when I was small, I was sleeping with my parents on the floor because it was way too freaking hot. So I woke up suddenly, and then I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Don't be. Everyone says that. Don't be.
So, so I was sleeping on the floor, and then I woke up suddenly, and then I looked under the bed, and there was this face staring at me, just staring. It's creepy, but it didn't register to me that fear or anything. I just looked at it, got up, and looked around. There was like this small little person in the corner of my mother's bedroom by the closet, and it was just staring at me.
Wait. So you look under the bed, there's a face, and then you look up the corner, there was a little person?
Yes.
What the hell?
Those little persons are little people.
All right. A few questions before that. Okay, a few questions. What time of day was this?
It was at night.
It was at nighttime, and you were sure you're not dreaming?
No,
What was the face? Was it a man, woman, child, dog?
I couldn't tell. It was pretty dark, and I could see its white, creepy eyes looking at me.
So when you said you saw a little person, was it like a homunculus, like a mini-me version of human, or like a kid, or what, like a dwarf? What was the?
It was a dwarf. It could shapeshift to anything it can.
Was it ugly as hell, dude?
I crawled over to it. It just disappeared, like, just fucking disappeared. Just poof.
Holy shit.
So I went, yeah. And then when I crawl back to my spot and I look over and it was there again. I did that like 3 times.
How old were you when this happened?
4.
Okay, you were 4 years old.
Yes.
Did you not scream, Mom? There's.
Hold on.
Yo, it's like a cliffhanger, dude. The most exciting part of the story, she just ditches us. What the hell, dude? I was getting into it, really.
I'm sorry. I was doing something with my coworkers.
So what happened after? So you were 4. Did this happen another time, or was there more to that night?
I tried to wake up my parents, but they wouldn't budge. They were hard sleepers.
Mm-hmm. So
usually when they get up, they tell me to go back to sleep. So I did that.
Was there more to the story? Did you find out why everything was happening like that? Like who these things were?
No, our house was pretty much haunted in 2000 till 2000.
Was that the only time you've seen something though, or is there like just more crazy?
There's more, but I have to go. I'll see you next week.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's the first time a caller is just. All right, that's fine. Hey, no problem, dude. Come back next week with more stories. Your story here has been actually pretty good already. Dwarf. First time I've heard of that, to be honest. True scary dwarf horror stories. That'd be a pretty good video. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. So next we have Lily Metcalf. Sounds. Was it French? I don't even know, man. So Lily is next. Hey, what's up? Kind of harsh sound. Hey, what's up? You are on, my friend. You are on. She's probably trying to get her audio to actually work. You're on. So I think she has to get her audio to actually work. There was one here before that she said she would go later. Is it Wolfie? Is Wolfie still here? Or is hey? Hey. You're really quiet. You're on. Lily. Okay. So maybe she's trying to get her sound to work. Maybe type in the chat when you're ready, okay? So we have, let's go back to Wolfie. So Wolfie, I'm not sure if you're ready yet, but it seems like our other person's having trouble. So are you ready? Hello? Yo, is it just me? It's just me. Can't hear anything. Hello? Can you guys hear stuff? Put it in the comments. Can you guys hear shit? Is it just me? Am my speakers mess up?
I can hear you. Do you?
Yeah.
Do
What
you?
the hell? Okay. So Wolfie. Oh yeah. So it's okay. Wolfie, are you ready to share your story? I mean, she's getting ready. Still writing it. All right. Since nobody is ready to share their stories yet, let me read one. This is called. The title of this story that was sent to me by my viewer. It's called "A Small Sample, Not Very Good." Lily, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Why? What was going on?
Sorry about that.
We're trying.
It was my laptop's really slow at the moment, so that's why.
Okay, that's fine. How old are you and where are you from?
I'm 17 and I'm from the UK.
Okay, what time is? Oh my God, it's so late over there. I know for a fact. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
It's 20 to 1 in the morning.
Oh my
It's
God.
pretty late.
Yeah, you sound tired too. So, how old are you? Oh, what kind of a story do you have?
I actually have 3, but I'm probably going to tell you one today.
Okay, is it? Yeah.
They're all 2 of them are ghost stories, and one of them is a strange which was like happened when I was really young. So
Okay.
it's up to you which one I can tell. It's completely up to you.
Which one do you think traumatized you the most? Those are usually the ones that are like the most entertaining. No, yeah. I mean, what happened? What happened?
I can tell you the one that happened to my family member because that's probably the creepiest one.
Okay, okay. Let's hear it.
Basically, I have an older brother, and he was. We lived in an old house. It had quite a big garden, and when if you was like in my old room or my brother's old room to it, you could look out of the window and you could see the garden. And the garden was laid out with a greenhouse like vegetable patch in the far corner, some chairs and a table in the other side of the other corner, and then there was like a circle of grass, just slap bang in the middle of the garden, as well as like a place for my dog to like run around if he wanted to. And he was sick one day and he got sent home from primary school, which is like nursery kind of thing. And then he got sent to my nana's to begin with, and then my mum picked him up from my nana's, and he went to bed and he woke up and he had a Game Boy at the time, and the Game Boy was actually on his windowsill. So he sat up to get the Game Boy, and as he did, there was a lady, like a really old lady, this is what he described to me, in the back garden with her back facing to him. So he was only young at the time, and he just sort of looked at her pastel colour clothes. So yeah, and then he said that he dropped his girl, and it's like she snapped within like so quick to turn around to him and to just stare at him.
Yeah.
And she was staring at him for quite some time. It was really creepy. She was staring at him for quite some time, and he says that her face was so strange because, like, you know, like when old people's skin, you can see the bones.
Yeah.
You can sometimes see the outline of the cheekbones and stuff like that. Well, he said that all of her skin was like pushed back.
What the fuck?
And you could see everything, and you could like her eyes were like wide open.
So the meat, the red, and the bone too, or what here?
It was like, it's hard to explain. It was the skin that was attached to her face, but it was like pulled back, like it was stretched back.
Yeah, like that.
So it's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
It's really hard to like explain it, but I can see it in my mind. And then he said that he was just staring at her for like a solid 20 seconds, and then he was so frozen that he actually snapped out of it and kind of moved his arm a little bit.
Yeah.
So like he must have moved it a couple of millimeters, and he said that she literally, from standing where she was, bolted to my back door, like ran to my back door, and she disappeared. And he was screaming his like little heart out, bless him. And then my mum came upstairs and he was crying and he had like vomited everywhere because he was that scared. And she basically said that there's no one in the house. And he never told me this, but I only just found this out last week because I pried it out of him because no one's ever told me the story.
That's an epic story. Yo, why was he so sure that it was like a ghost though? I would think it was a crazy woman, or is it her face was too, like, a human person cannot have that face. Was it because of that?
I think it's either because of the face or because of how fast she moved.
It was like spider
because,
speed or flash. Or
yeah, literally, she says that he literally said that she turned around in like within seconds, like not even like, you know, like people just turn around slowly, if you get what I mean. Like it's not super fast if you turn around, but he said that she like snapped around like within a second.
Oh,
and then she bolted to the door, and he just, yeah.
She's a Super Saiyan.
I've never seen her. I never saw her, but I saw other things.
And you've seen shit too. Do you want mine to share one more maybe, or if it's a short one maybe?
Yeah, it's quite short.
Okay.
Basically, when I was little, my uncle died, really tragically, and like I used to have an imaginary friend. This is gonna sound really creepy. I used to have an imaginary friend, and I do everything with this imaginary friend. I draw pictures of him, like paint stuff, and for some reason I always like I was wild. So I named my imaginary friend Shaggy. And this imaginary friend would, yep, go.
So you feel that the imaginary friend was your uncle? How would you know?
Yeah.
Was there characteristics?
Because it wasn't really like characteristics. It was one time when I went to my nana's house, and she has a locket on her neck, and it has a lock of hair of my uncle's and a photo of him. And considering I was so young, I don't really remember what he looked like.
Right.
But I used to go around to her house quite a few times throughout the week.
Yeah.
And one time I asked her to open up the locket when all my family was there. And then basically I was like, can you open the locket, please? I was fiddling with it and stuff like that. And she opened it. And I was like, oh my god, that's my imaginary friend. That's Shaggy. That's Shaggy. And everyone just like dead silent. No one.
So throughout your childhood, you've been telling your parents about this Shaggy imaginary friend, right? All throughout the time. So they knew about it. And suddenly you tell them, "Oh my God, that's it," and it's the dead person kind of thing. So after that incident, So after that incident, did you still continue to have these visitations from your Shaggy, from your uncle?
I did. I started seeing him when I was about 3, which is when he died. And then it continued until I was about 8, 9-ish.
Were you scared that after you found out that Shaggy was a ghost, or did your parents not tell you that?
My parents didn't tell me that until a couple of years ago when I was actually at my nan's house with my mum. And they told me the whole situation, and I was like, oh my god, that's terrifying.
Right.
But yeah, my nana was really humbled by it because it was her son, so.
Well, thank you, Lily, man. That's some great, cool story, man. Cool story. Come back next time. Or if you have any questions for me, you can ask.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So cool. It's so, like, I actually have acting class, and everyone in my acting class is a girl, and then has the same feeling here. Everyone's a chick. I don't know if I'm lucky or what, but I guess I'm pretty lucky. So if you guys want, we can take a break because I actually have It's cool. I'll show on TV. Not now. I'll show you guys in a bit. It's crazy. You know how if you guys don't know, I'm actually like I host stuff for like a television station as well. And then at 7 around 8 o'clock, they're supposed to have me on there. I'm waiting for it right now for the on the TV. So in the meantime, and I'll show you guys this. It's pretty cool. I'll narrate you guys a story from one of my viewers again. It's called A Small Sample, Not Very Good. It's from Megan. So I'll narrate one of her stories. Ghost in the room and on the bed. I am now a 16-year-old female living in Florida, USA. A little bit of backstory is that my great-grandma practiced black magic. She would always use Ouija boards, cards, dolls, etc. I would sometimes go to her house, and it would always be misty or smoky, but she would never allow smoke in her house because of her age. My great-grandma was literally batshit insane, and she would throw knives, forks, spoons, and etc. at my uncle and mother. Once she threw a fork, and it stuck into my mother's wrist. Anyways, back to the present. When this happened, I was maybe 5 or 6 or 7. I would always use my great-grandmother's heavy comforter and blanket. It was a somewhat of an orange but a reddish color. One side would be decorated with flowers and strange yellow lines, and the other side would be stripes with orange, black, and yellow. I would always sleep with the flower side facing up on the ceiling. One night I was in my room, which is upstairs, mind you, and I always slept with the hall light outside. As you may know, small children are able to see spirits more than adults and older people. I was staring at the only window in my room, which showed the side of the yard, and all of a sudden, this very clear floating woman appeared. I instantly knew that it was my great-grandma because she looked exactly like her. And when she came closer to the side of my bed, I kicked away the covers and sat up. And she told me to lay down, so I knew not to anger spirits, so I followed her orders. I laid down, and she gently pulled up the covers, backed up, told me to shh, and floated away before disappearing out of the room. All right. So, we have a guy in here. We have a fucking guy in here. Finally, yo. Yo, what's up?
Hola.
Hola. Yo, you have a story? Just back to hang out here?
Yeah, I actually have a story.
It's happened recently?
Yeah, kinda. It was basically about, like, some haunted stuff that happened at Mackinac Island. There's a island out in the Great Lakes. I think it's on Lake Huron.
Really?
Basically, yeah.
Yo, one sec, bro. I'll show you guys. Wait, everyone's gonna see. It's me.
Hey.
Hey. Wait, don't talk. I was hosting a show, man. I turned the sound off just so it doesn't interrupt you guys. But yo. Yeah, yo. All right. Anyways, so yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. It's basically for a television station. It's like a lifestyle. It's kind of like I don't know if there's any American shows that are similar to that. Like
HGTV.
It's like a lifestyle kind of thing where you go around and we like introduce different things that happen around the city and shows and stuff like that. Okay, so back to your story, bro. Sorry.
That's fine.
Continue.
So basically, there is. Oh crap! I think I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yo, that doesn't happen to you, bro.
No, not usually. Oh, I just got back from band camp, so my mind is.
Oh yeah, how
totally...
was that? Yo? How was that?
It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, on top of all that marching and stuff, I ran about 2 miles a day.
Oh my god. Is that what they do at band camp? I thought you guys just played instruments and shit, no?
Oh no, I chose to run on break.
Oh, okay, nice. Get toned. So
hell yeah.
So is this story something you heard recently, or is this something that's happened to you, or what?
It was shoot, I can't remember right now. I guess if someone else has a story, so I can actually recoup what happened.
Sure, yeah, okay, I get that feeling too, bro. Don't worry about it. Sometimes, you know why? It's because when I send you the link, it's usually like I send it to you a bit later.
Yeah.
And maybe but I sent it to you like right away this time, so maybe that's why you don't have it all put together yet.
Alright. So Anyone else have a story here?
Yo, if you guys don't, I'm just gonna watch my thing. Just watch my thing.
Well, I'll compose myself a little bit, see if I can go back through some of my memories. Oh wait, no, I have a story now. I got one.
Okay.
It's about one of my friends, an experience that he had at his house,
Yeah.
his really old house. His room was haunted with this creepy ass ghost.
Sorry, I'm just telling somebody I was on. Keep going. Sorry, bro.
It's fine. Basically, he had a ghost that was haunting his bedroom. A really, really freaking creepy ghost.
How creepy?
It had.
You have to top the one with the face that's like this. Did you hear that? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I heard about that. I actually just got off of the 2-hour live stream too. So.
Okay. So what was the creepy ghost?
Basically, the creepy ghost was. It was a lot of like had the characteristics like the white dress, long black hair, looked like it just got out of the bath type thing, really pale, and it would always be in my friend's room where he would sleep. He had bunk beds in that old room, so he would be there and he would go to sleep. He'd always face away from the direction of where it would be, so he didn't have to see it, but he could always feel the presence. It was kind of like with my experience with that black shadow thing, where I'd always feel an evil presence on one side of the room. So,
Master Sword, your sound's a little bit like cracking a
quiet? Is it quiet or crackling?
Yeah, it's kind of choppy, dude.
Right. Might be my connection.
Okay, you want to just leave and come back quickly?
Sure.
All right, thanks, bro.
No problem.
Oh, I seriously love that guy. He has like a story every freaking time, and it's like epic all the time. I'm sorry, guys. I've like totally not concentrating. What is this sound? So they're coming. Hey, so Gabriel, what's up?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, that's awkward. So you want to let Gabriel go first, bro?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, you sound perfect, by the way. So Gabriel, what kind of story do you have, bro?
Okay, well, I have like a few paranormal stories actually.
How old are you and where are you from, brother?
I am 16 years old and I'm from Yuma, Arizona.
Nice. So what kind of a story do you have?
Okay, well, this one is about my apartment when I lived in. Okay, well, I would say maybe when I was about 7 or 8 years old, my mom got this apartment here, and it's a 2-story apartment. I still live here, as a matter of fact, and I liked it from the very beginning. It's pretty cool, and you know, I just have a roof over my head. So let me see. Okay, well, the first thing that started, the first occurrence is that what I saw an entity in the living room. So the first occurrence that happened was me and my sister. We were in the living room. We were like playing around, and then with the corner of my eye, with my peripheral vision, I saw a black figure walk across from my front door all the way to the stairway.
Okay.
And I literally was really shocked to know that there was something in my house. So I went to go tell my mom about this. So she's like, "Oh, maybe it was just your own shadow." So I kind of brushed it off, saying, "Okay, yeah, it is my own shadow."
You like literally walked across the hallway. Yeah, it might have been your own shadow.
Oh yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, never mind. So maybe like about 2 months later, I was in my room. I came back from school, because like there's 2 rooms upstairs. There's my room, and right across from the hall, there's my sister's.
Yeah.
And right next to my sister's room, there's the bathroom, and then there's the there's like the washroom. So I was in my room. I had the door open, and my TV was like facing my closet, and like I have a nice, I can face. Hold on. Okay. with my peripheral vision, I could see the hallway.
Yeah.
So I was watching TV, and then I saw like like this black figure again in the hallway, like staring at me. And
how would you know he was staring? Did he have eyes?
No, I mean I can see it pretty clearly because it kind of did look like it was staring at me because it kind of like tilted its head at me like who are you? Like what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh God. So I looked and then it was gone. So I kind of was like, okay, probably just, I don't know. So I went to go back.
Has your life been paranormal?
No, not really. I mean, like the first 2 apartments I lived in, nothing ever happened to me like this.
So you think it's more the house that you're living at the moment that's haunted?
Yeah, because I'll get to that point right now after this, and I finally know why it was like this. So I went back to watching TV again, and I literally just like kept looking, and every single time I would watch the TV, this shadow or something was like staring me down.
So every time you turn on the TV, this would happen to you?
Yeah.
What the hell? So haunted TV?
I don't know, to be honest. And
so maybe the guy wanted to watch TV as well.
Who knows? I don't know, to be honest. I was just like out of shock. I was like, you know what? I'm done. So then maybe like 2 more days later passed. I went into my room and I sensed like a presence watching me.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one time, I remember that day exactly because we didn't have the air on. We had the windows open, but my door was closed and the windows were closed, and I was in my room and I got like cold air coming at me. So I was like, what? Where is that air coming from? And like the windows from upstairs were not even open. So I kind of just like stood there, and then I opened the door, and nothing was even there. But I remember seeing like something like walking across like the door from my door, like footsteps. So I opened it, and nothing was there. So I was kind of stood there in shock, like, okay.
Is this the house that you are living in currently?
Huh?
Does this happen in the house that you're living in right now as you're filming this?
No, this was like maybe like a few years ago.
So it was a different house.
No, actually, I'm still living in the same apartment, but it's just that this happened years ago.
And it stopped happening.
Yeah. But I kept telling my mom this, and she finally believed me, and she's like, okay, well, I'll make sure to call the priest to come bless the house.
Did they?
Yeah, so we called the priest, and then he comes and he blesses the whole house. First, he started downstairs through all the kitchen, the living room, my mom's bedroom, which was like across from the bathroom and the kitchen. So then, okay, I'm sorry, I'm speaking a little fast. The priest told me and my sister to stay downstairs while he and my mom went upstairs to go bless my room and the rest of the whole house. Right after he went upstairs, I heard like, have you ever heard like nails scratching against a chalkboard?
Crazy, cringy sound, dude. Yeah, goosebump sounds.
I heard that in the kitchen. So I
don't even know how to do it with my fucking I know what you're saying though.
A really bad screeching noise I heard. I quickly ran in the kitchen and nothing was there. And me and my sister, we both looked at each other like, did you just hear that? And the priest came down and he said, okay, the house has been blessed and let me know if anything is going on or anything. So I'm like, okay. And I never told him about that. But so far, like, now I really don't have any paranormal stuff going on. Oh, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Maybe like about a month later after that paranormal experience.
Yeah.
My Theo David, he tells my mom, and my mom tells me that the property that we're living on apparently used to be an old cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of stopped there in my tracks, like, what did you just say to me? And she's like, yeah.
Your room used to be someone's grave.
I have no idea. I mean, like, I think it might have been, but I don't know, because, like, this, apparently, my friend, who lives right across from me, she said she's been having the same experiences, too. Like, she had a pet dog, and it would growl at the stairway, like, on top of the stairway.
Yeah.
And, like, there was nobody even up there at the time. But, like, I've been known to see, like, still spirits a little bit. Yeah. Because I'm still a believer. I think I'm pretty much, I would say, I wouldn't really consider myself as a person who can see spirits a lot. I can only see with my peripheral vision. But, like, I see them, like, here and there. Like, especially now, actually. There is a little ghost girl that she lives in my apartment.
Yeah.
Like, and how I know this is that I've seen her, like, in the living room, or I see her in my sister's room. And, like, late at night, I would hear, like, little footsteps going from my room all the way running across from my sister's room. And, like, and then I would hear them coming down the stairs, and, like, I would, like, be, like, sitting there, like late at night thinking, what was that? And I'm thinking, okay, it's just a little ghost girl, no problem. But, like...
So you come to accept that as a fact. Oh, there's a ghost girl, no problem.
Oh yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm used to it, no problem. Don't even give it attention. So
it's just like a bully. Ignore them.
Yeah,
Give them satisfaction.
Actually, I just have 2 more stories, and then I gotta get out of here pretty soon.
Do you mind to share them next week, bro? Sorry.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you shared quite a bit, and I thank you for that. But we have 2 more, and then I gotta go. So we have 2 more stories, 2 more people to share. So thank you so much, though, Gabriel.
No problem.
Thank you for supporting, bro.
All right. Bye.
Peace.
All
right. So all right. So is Wolfie ready? Like, nice, dude. What's up? Like sorry, Master Story. I know your story's gonna be you're gonna be last. All right. Your story's gonna be, I know it's gonna be awesome. Is Wolfie ready to go?
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready.
All right. Cool. Let's hear it. In the meantime, I will try to find a plug because my laptop's gonna die. But keep going.
Okay, so I have 3 paranormal stories to tell. The first one is a bit awkward, so please don't judge me.
No one's.
Now, I know this might sound really odd. Please don't judge me for this. It was late at night, maybe around 10 p.m. I was laying on the floor next to my door, like I usually do when my parents close their door. I usually leave the dim glow of my computer screen on. When my computer fell asleep, I thought to myself, I'll leave it that way. Now, this is where things got a bit weird. I was laying there like I usually do, then a feeling of dizziness came over me. Slowly building up, but as soon as I sat up and saw the distant glow of my alarm clock, it went away. Or at least faded. Now, since my smoke detector is right above my door, and I usually lay on my back while listening to my parents, I usually see a red and green light flashing. By the time I had laid down again, the dizziness came back, and this time, since the room was already dark, my vision started getting darker. I know it seems a bit weird, but it was a little more fuzzy, if that makes any sense, but still dark. I sat up again, the same thing happening previously, although this time I noticed that I couldn't really hear my parents all that well. I know this still sounds a bit dumb for me, but my parents' bedroom is about 13 feet away from mine. So when they're, I can usually hear them loud and clear. Even with the background noise of the fan on my laptop going, but this time it seemed farther away than usual, and the fan on my laptop seemed to be louder than usual, although it wasn't working hard like a normal fan usually would be if a game or something else that requires a lot of energy is going. The next time I lay down, I swear to God, the fan got even louder and my parents got quieter. I turned my head to the left. Keep in mind, I never closed my eyes during this whole thing. I swear I saw a shadow person standing over me, looking down on me. I never saw its face. It just looked like a silhouette of a tall man. I freaking lost it there and crawled over to my computer and touched the touchpad to wake it up. I never felt scared. It's probably because I'm so used to the demons around me. I was just confused, but I swear it felt like my body was going into some conscious sleep paralysis. I used to get sleep paralysis when I was younger. I still remember those awful episodes. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention that a few of the times I sat up in the darkness, I thought I saw a small figure running towards me. That was like a small, naked, white human creature. No distinct features, just a slender, white figure. But it disappeared before it got close enough to touch me. My parents finished their little session, and everything seemed to go back to normal for what I remember.
Yeah.
I stood up after... What? What did you say?
I said, yeah.
Oh. I stood up after that, and the dizziness seemed to just go away, and I decided to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
Any questions or anything?
Was the session like a good one?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a weirdo. Don't judge.
I'm just kidding. Keep going. Yeah, we've all had those experiences.
It was just weird. So.
Yeah.
Okay, this next story happened when I was a young child, maybe about 6 or 7 years old. I had just woken up.
Do you mind I'm so sorry for doing this. I know you put a lot of hard work in this. I thought you only had one.
No, I had like 2 others now. Sorry.
Okay, does it involve your parents' sessions?
No.
Then, no, I'm kidding. But do you mind if we do them next week, if possible?
Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry about that, because we still have Master Sword, and he has one more, and then we'll call it a day. That's the thing.
Okay, that's fine.
So you actually wrote it out, guys. That's cool. That's commitment right there. You wrote it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's good. There's no mistakes. You have all the details, though. You took a lot of time. And I don't want you to waste it. Next week, if you can always come back and finish telling the second and third story.
Okay.
Thank you. So we have Master Sword. Let's kill it. End it off with a good one, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So parent sessions. Is it about... Oh, what's up, bro?
Not much. It's basically just about... Wait, can you see me on camera? Or...
Yeah. Your glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just use these while playing games and stuff. So basically, the story is about, if you remember, it was about my friend's place where he had a couple bunk beds in his room. It was his old parents' house before his mother died. He had to move out with his grandpa.
Yeah.
So in there, basically, he would feel a bad presence, like there'd be something there, and sometimes he would see a lady dressed in white, kind of looked like they got out of the shower and stuff. So basically, with that happening, we're back to where I'm told now. This part of the story is where shit gets weird, and he always feel an evil presence, like I did with my shadow person that would follow me from time to time within my lucid dreams, and with that evil presence, he would just always face away from the figure, fall asleep, and then wake up like nothing ever happened. He wouldn't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
He don't remember he felt an evil thing. So he decided, I'm gonna leave a camcorder on the top of my bunk bed, facing to where I think the figure would be, and I would record it. And he caught the figure on camera.
Shit.
Yeah. It was probably at least a little shorter than me, probably about 5'10", 5'9". Looked like what I described, and it would just sit there for hours just staring at him.
What was so your friend? Was it like a top view or like what was the position of the camera?
The position of the camera, say like this was his bed.
Uh-huh.
It would have been like a top-down view from an angle.
Okay.
Kind of like a security camera, like a CCT.
So this guy was sitting on his chair?
Yeah, he just put it sitting on his chair facing his bed, and then he just saw that figure pop up. Yeah, that camcorder's long gone now. I don't know where it is. I would have given you the footage.
I know, man. What the hell? Okay.
Because that thing appeared multiple times, at multiple nights, but when I would come over, it wouldn't show its face, except it would make noises. When we were sleeping out in his living room, because I would absolutely not sleep in there from the stories he's told me. And his cat usually goes down in the basement and stuff. So it wasn't his cat making any noises down there, because I knew the cat was asleep, because I put the cat down in the basement before I went to sleep. I would always hear banging on his door and stuff moving around in his room.
Yeah.
Me and him in there. It was weird. Really weird. That's basically all I got so far today.
That's pretty horrifying, dude. Did you ever find out why that would be, like, that the thing was there, dude?
I think the previous owner was in an insane asylum, if I was correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all we really got on it. It was just a really creepy house.
If you had the footage, dude, I would totally make a video. You know how it's really popular right now? Everyone's doing, like, footage videos?
Yeah.
Alright. So you want to tell us a bit about your channel?
Sure, man. Thanks. And yeah, my channel, I do narrations, but I also do gaming too. I'm kind of just that dude that does all over the place stuff, kind of like Eve.
Exactly. So Master Sword 387.
Yeah. Come check out my channel. And thank you, Ailey, because you giving me exposure. I'm at 200 subscribers now.
Do you think it's because of me?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Since I left the live stream, gained at least 38 subscribers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine, man. Who cares? That's cool. You can always come on. I mean, you have some great stories, so it's not like you're leeching or anything, dude. It's fine.
No. I mean, you're promoting me, dude, and I like to help you out. You're a good channel, honestly.
Thank you.
No problem.
So we are almost done. If you guys have any, I don't think we have like 5 minutes of Q&A. If you guys have any questions. First question I see is, who is you? So who am I?
Who am I?
No, who am I?
My name's Jeff.
Jeff the Kill. No, yeah, there's a bunch of questions for me, I guess. If there isn't, then I have to get going. So, guys, every week, I guess, on Sunday at 7 is where we'll have the stream. So there's a set time now. So it's not, yeah. And, yeah, so it's not just like randomly I pop up, so you guys can actually prepare a bit more. How do we contact to talk to you? Send me a blank email during the stream, and I'll send you a link to get into the chat. People are talking about like race in the chat, which is kind of weird for this chat. Usually it's something else, but it seems like a lot of the chat is just people talking about different races. Someone's like, "Do you have Instagram?" I don't. I should make one. Everyone's telling me to make one.
I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think it is a good idea. I should totally do it. I will get on that. Okay. So, and Snapchat. That's so lame. I'm so fucking lame, man. Alright, so, yeah. Right. I love you guys. Love you guys too, man. So, yeah, check out my videos, guys. Anyways, I gotta get going. Bye. It's a weird way to end it. Yo, thanks, man. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Thank you. You make my show good. It's because of you guys. Thank you.
Adios.
Adios, my boys.